The makeup of this roster, I mean, you guys started as the youngest team in the NHL by average age. You had some veterans and that thing. Do you like the mix that you have right now? I mean, does it feel like a really good mix to have young, older, middle, that kind of thing?
Well, we're playing better. I'm not sure if it's young, old, middle, however you want to explain it. I think our team has found itself and found confidence. I think the additions at the deadline have certainly helped us. But as a group, I just think you start winning some games, everything becomes tighter. So we're just trying to stay about our business.
Everybody here knows what Thomas Vanek is capable of doing on the ice, but how valuable has he been, even in a short time frame, off the ice for your players?
Yeah, and I'm not in the room all the time, but what I watch on the bench, and I watch him converse with guys in the locker room when I'm there, he's an interesting guy because you can tell he really likes the game, likes talking about certain situations. Joey has been giving us a shot in the arm offensively on the ice, but he's done some really good things off as far as just with the youth of our club and a veteran guy having conversations about certain situations. I've listened to him on the bench when we've had some bad momentum swings, and he's just trying to calm things down. So it's been a great addition for us at a very important time of the year for us.
I know it's not playoff hockey, but it's about as close to playoff hockey as you can get right now. Is he the ultimate veteran X factor that you feel is there right now as a vet in this league going into the postseason?
Well, I'm not sure if he's the one, or because I think there's many guys, but I know in my conversation with him, the first thing he said to me, it's a chance to play in the playoffs. It's a fight to get in the playoffs, and I think that rejuvenates a guy that has played a long time. It's a different situation for him right now, and I think he's trying to grab a hold of it. He's been very coachable. I enjoy the conversations we've had. I've learned from him in some of the things that he sees. So it is, I think everybody thought it was going to blow up when him and I got together. It's gone, to me, the total different way. And I am so pleased in how he has presented himself to the team, both on and off the ice.
You heard some of the perception stuff? Like, I mean, he wasn't a guy whose value was necessarily high at the deadline because of other sort of post-deadline, maybe letdowns or maybe weren't fits, but
yeah,
what was your perception?
You hear different things about different players. I don't read the stuff, but I know our guys were talking about some of the things people said when Thomas and I were going to get together. I talked to some really good friends of mine and coaches that I respect, and they had nothing but great things to say about this guy. One coach told me he's probably one of the most effective players from the blue line in offensively that he's seen. So I am by no means going to go on how you feel about him or how you feel about him. I'm going to experience it myself and make my judgments along the way. And I hope he's done it that way also, and then go from there. And it's been a terrific addition to this hockey club.
You've won 12 out of 13, and your picture looks pretty bright, but you haven't shaken anybody in the standings.
No, everybody else is winning.
It's crazy how this has turned out. I mean,
it's going to go right down to the end, and that's why I know you have to talk about playoffs because that's what we're trying to get into, but we have to take it one day at a time. So I'm very pleased in us fighting along here and getting points, but you just don't push yourself through. You don't create a gap. So you got to keep on going about your business.
You think grabbing 24 points in 26 games would lock it down, but
yeah. But one thing we have done, and the most important thing, was to get us into the fight. Remember, we were.
It's put you closer to the top too.
Yeah. It has. But it can. A couple of bad days, you're right back to where you're fighting in a really tough situation. Remember, we were fighting just to get an opportunity to get involved in this race, into playoff competition, or trying to get into the playoffs. That's where the points have helped us to put us in this situation. But you keep on, you win some hockey games and you think you're getting some distance. It hasn't happened. Yeah, so.
You said a couple days ago that no plans to play Broadhurst or Robinson, but who knows where it goes.
Yeah.
With Dubinsky leaving the game last night, with Sedlak
Doobie's
out,
fine.
He is.
Yeah, Doobie's fine. Yeah, Doobie just didn't feel well like a lot of our guys. We're going through it last night. We have a long list of guys that just something's running through the team. And yeah, so, but he seems to be fine this morning. He's going to skate today in an optional skate. He's going to skate. We'll make our decision tomorrow. But I think he looks good.
I know it's been a while since you had your first head coaching assignment in this league, and I know you might not be paying too much attention to what's happening here, but can you appreciate what Travis Green is going through and what's been, I'm sure, a frustrating inaugural coaching season at this level?
Spent 45 minutes with him this morning. So, yeah, we talked during the deadline about Thomas. Yeah, I really enjoyed talking with him because I think he has a really good grasp of the process. I know the coaches use that word a lot, but I think it's a very important word, and I think he understands what has to happen to get where you want to be. I think probably people around him want him to happen quicker, but you got to be really careful. So yeah, it was great to see him. I think he is very well equipped and mentally, I think he's ready for the challenge of that process. And I just hope there's some patience around him too.
I know you were only with him for just a short period of time when he got his first AHL assignment when you were here. Could you tell even right then, even in some preliminary meetings, that he had a pretty bright future as a coach at this level?
Yes, yes, and just talking to some players that have played under him, you knew he was going to come onto the scene. And yeah, and you know, for a first-year coach in this league, it's a tough place here. It's a tough place, and it's a area that demands a winner and wants it right now. So he has to. My thought to him is make sure you're true to yourself and keep your thoughts. Don't get clouded by some of the other things that are going to bombard you. You got to stay with your gut. You got to stay with your thinking what's best for the hockey club, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to be trying to pull him 10 different ways from sideways. That's the key thing for a young coach, is to make sure he stays with his gut, that he is doing the right things for his hockey team to get them to where they want to be.
Did the coach you've referenced about Vanek's play, blue line in?
No. Don't work me on that. I'm not giving you the name. Yeah.
I was going to say Lindy Ruff is a follow-up.
Yeah.
We're all wondering.
Yeah. No.
Coach, Nudivara got his extension. Nudivara got his
Yes,
extension.
well deserved.
What impresses you the most? I don't think a lot of people saw him. Taking those steps quickly.
Skating ability, his first pass is a very one of the best attributes he brings to the team, and I think he's got the right type of arrogance right now as a National Hockey Leaguer. He's not a guy that's just trying to hang on and trying to stay in the league and hopefully, be one. He knows he belongs in the league, and I think he's grown that way in the past couple of years. So. I watched him last night. He's not afraid to take chances. He's up the ice whenever he has an opportunity. So the way the game's played now, it's a different game. You don't have to be the big, strong, stay-at-home guy that's going to take care of things under the hash. It's a different game, and it fits to him, just with his abilities, to mobility, passing ability, and him seeing the ice offensively.